It is meme coin season, and it seems like all the meme coin trading happens on Solana. But there's one token that stands out, and that is Koma Inu. Have a look at this table here. This is the top performing tokens across all meme coins, across all different chains. And everything here is Solana and pump.fun except the Koma token. It's the second best performing token in the last 7 days, and still its market cap is below 100 million. So there might be some upside here. Let's try to figure out whether or not this rally here is natural or if this is artificially inflated by the whales using on-chain analytics. Let's dive deep into the data most people are not considering. Now here is Koma within the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem. Again, it was a top performing token in the last week, but still, in the grand scheme of things, it's only at number 7 in terms of liquidity. And the nice thing about the Koma token is that all the trading still happens on-chain, directly on the Binance Smart Chain. There is no centralized exchange trading yet, which are black boxes. We've got 100% transparency because trading happens on PancakeSwap. And so here's something I like to do with any token. Before I buy it, I look at the data over here on dexscreener.com. We can see, of course, that the price went up by 30% in the last 24 hours, but we can also see why that price is up. We see that there's an overhang of buyers versus sellers by 54 to 46%. And we can see that the buying volume relative to the selling volume is also at a similar overhang. In other words, it seems like the buyers transact similar amounts to the sellers, and that would indicate that the people that own the token aren't necessarily taking excessive profit yet. The holders seem to be anticipating that the rally will continue. Now, to find out whether or not this rally can continue, unfortunately we don't get any data from the website, right? Everybody looks at websites, especially for meme coins, they're pretty much useless. We want to see the data most people are not looking at. We want to look behind the curtain. Websites are pretty much just a distraction. It's something that everybody can look at. It's not a way to better time the lows and the highs in crypto. And so let's see if the social metrics align. On chain, we've got 23,000 holders. On Twitter, or the X platform, we've got roughly 17,000 followers. And on Telegram, we've got 9,000 members. So all those numbers somewhat align. If we were to see the number of Twitter followers or the number of Telegram subscribers being 10 times the number of holders on chain, that would be obviously not correct. With the Koma token, with Koma Inu, that seems to be all okay, no red flags over here. But let's dive deeper into the on-chain numbers. I always like to look at this chart. Pretty much in any meme coin discussion on this video, I always look at this chart here. It looks at the number of small holders on the left, medium-sized holders in the middle, and large holders on the right. Now, a small holder is a wallet that has at least 10,000 Koma tokens. Now, at the current price, that's $769 worth of the token. Again, that's what I'd consider retail. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail, so that's now $7,000 worth of the token. On the right, we've got the whales, so $70,000 worth of the token. Those are the chart since beginning of trading of the token. But here we've got the same thresholds with a finer granularity. Here we're looking at the hourly charts, and this is just the last month. Now, I really like those charts. I really like that the number of retail investors is going up while the number of whale investors stays constant. Because this seems very, very natural, and this seems to not slow down. And this also seems to align very nicely with the price chart. The price started to go up once the retail investors started buying. It doesn't look like there's whale manipulation here. The whales stay steady, small retail buys, and the price goes up. It's also nice to see how the number of new users tends to be trending down. So we've got the number of new users on the left, we've got the ratio between new and returning users on the right. And so we can ignore the latest data point because today isn't yet over. And again, we see very, very nice growth since the 9th of November. We had a low on the 8th of November, and so the price wasn't particularly elevated at the time either. And then all the new users came in, all the retail investors came in, and the price continues to rise. And what I like so much about this is that this happens under very little volatility. This is a very constant stream of new users. Here we are looking at the data in a slightly different fashion. So on the left side, we've got now the number of buyers versus sellers. On the right side, again, normalized to 100%. And again, this seems to be all pretty natural, right? It seems like there's no manipulation going on. This is all aligning with the price data. And so I'm considering to buy some Koma tokens as well. I haven't bought any yet because I always try to publish first. I don't like this conflict of interest of buying a token first and then advertising it on YouTube. I don't think that's fair to the community. But most of my trading right now is actually not on the Binance Smart Chain. It is on Solana. Because as we have said at the beginning of this video, pretty much all tokens that outperform are now Pump.Fun ecosystem tokens. They are on Solana. There's only this one outlier with Koma Inu. The launchpad of meme coins on Solana, Pump.Fun, is one of the best performing crypto categories in the last 7 days, and I expect this to continue. And so then the question is, with all of that meme coin trading, how can we actually find a token early when it's not yet too expensive? For example, how is it possible to buy something like the Peanut token before it 3x's, before it's 1.6 billion in market cap? Or how can we find something like Goat, again, before it's $1, before it's 1 billion in market cap? I think the best answer to this is wallet tracking. It's finding wallets by people that influence prices, that move markets, that tend to make very good calls. For example, have a look at this. This is Kyle Chessy that bought the GOAT token at 14 cents. So that was over here on this chart. Who is Kyle Chessy? He's an influencer who moves markets. When I saw this trade, I also made a video on the token. And at the time, pretty much nobody talked about GOAT on YouTube. Initially, nobody watched the video. Only afterwards, once the price rallied, did we see some views. And so that's the problem with YouTube, right? When we talk about a token when it's not yet well known, when it's still small, YouTube won't show it to that many people. Once the token becomes popular, then of course the algorithm will also pick it up. So feel free to subscribe to this channel and potentially even hit the notifications, because again, the algorithm works against us. And I do publish videos on various meme coins regularly over here. And just have a look at what kind of videos. Most of those tokens outperformed the market recently. And so let's get back to Kyle Chessy that bought the GOAT token that early. He's got 135,000 subscribers. And again, we are tracking his wallets, right? We know when he buys or sells something. And so in total, we track more than 12 wallets of his. We track more than 400 overall. Other wallets that we are tracking are, for example, by Crypto Banter. They bought the Peanut token at 3 cents. Again, Peanut is now the largest of the Pump.Fun Solana meme coins. It's not at 3 cents anymore, it's at $1.59. And that's then how that looks like on a chart, right? Still, even after the correction, we are up almost 5,000%. Who's Crypto Banter? Crypto Banter has 1.1 million subscribers. So when they talk about the token definitely moves. It generates so much attention. Here are the wallets that we track by Crypto Banter. It's 33 overall. Again, we track in total more than 400 wallets. And so this is, I believe, how we can get an edge in the market, right? It's finding wallets that most people don't know about. It's finding those influencer wallets, buy together with them. And then once the videos get released, of course, the price tends to rally. So it's about finding those profitable traders. And that's why I created a dedicated tutorial course just on this topic. How can we find influencer wallets? How can we track those wallets? And how can we then interpret the alerts that we get from the tracking? Now, this is all part of the premium membership of this channel. It's not just about wallet tracking. It's also about on-chain analytics, right? The charts that we looked at in this video. It's also about backtesting. It's also about portfolio diversification, risk management, etc. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total in premium. And so once we've got a signal, we of course have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. We have to discuss the analytics, etc. That's why we've got dedicated altcoin chats on the individual alts as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $125 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't make money, just message me within the first week and I'll refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. And so I do very much like Koma Inu. I am considering buying. There's still quite a bit of upside potential because the market cap is still small and it's by far the best performing meme coin on the Binance Smart Chain. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.